Hello, we're back again with our Tuesday New Books selection to share with you. We've got fiction and nonfiction again today. We'll start with the fiction. First one is a new Scarpetta novel by Patricia Cornwall, Autopsy. It's the landmark #1 best-selling thriller series. Chief Medical Examiner Dr. K. Scarpetta hunts those responsible for 2 wildly divergent and chilling murders. Autopsy. New Jeffrey Deaver, the master of ticking bomb suspense, The Midnight Lock, a Lincoln Rhyme novel. Can brilliant forensic criminalist Lincoln Rhyme decipher the identity of the deranged criminal known as the locksmith and stop him before his horrifying games turn deadly? Lincoln Deaver. Jeffrey Deaver. Danielle Steele, Flying Angels. World War II brings together 6 remarkable young flight nurses who face the challenges of war and its many heartbreaks and victories as unsung heroes. Danielle Steele. A new Jodi Picoult, Wish You Were Here. Author Jodi Picoult comes a deeply moving novel about the resilience of the human spirit in a moment of crisis. It's about a pandemic. Fancy that?
Yeah.
The new W.E.B. Griffin, a presidential agent novel, Rogue Asset. The Secretary of State has been kidnapped by Islamic extremists, and his only hope for survival is a reconstituted presidential agent team in the revival of W.E.B. Griffin's best-selling series, Rogue Asset. A new Diana Gabaldon. It's the latest book in her Outlander series, Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone. Jamie Fraser and Claire Randall were torn apart by the Jacobite Rising in 1746, and it took them 20 years to find each other again. Now the American Revolution threatens to do the same. Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone. New Nora Roberts. It's book 2 of the Dragonheart Legacy, The Becoming. The world of magic and the world of man have long been estranged from each other, but some can walk between the two, including Breen Chiffon Kelly. The Beginning. This is another title that we used our LSTA funds to purchase. There's a series of these Jane Austen books. This one is particular Pride and Prejudice. It's an annotated edition, which means it's got little footnotes. It also has some historical photographs and paintings and pictures of the original manuscripts. We actually have this one and Persuasion and
Emma,
that's right. We have the others on order, haven't come in yet. Pride and Prejudice. Awesome, beautiful books. Next one, The Postmistress of Paris, Meg Waite Clayton. She is the author of The Last Train to London. This is her next book. Revisits the dark early days of the German occupation in France in this haunting novel. A love story and a tale of high-stakes danger and incomparable courage about a young American heiress who helps artists hunted by the Nazis escape from war-torn Europe. The Postmistress of Paris. And this last one is Ann Patchett, These Precious Days. It's essays. The beloved New York Times bestseller author reflects on home, family, friendships, and writing in this deeply personal collection of essays. These Precious Days.
Right. And then in the nonfiction, to start, we have The Library, A Fragile History. That's by Andrew Pettigrew and Arthur DeWooden. A sweeping, absorbing history, deeply researched, of that extraordinary and enduring phenomenon, the library.
Awesome. We know a thing or two about that.
Just a little. We have, for you book lovers out there, Grains for Every Season. Rethinking Our Way with Grains, with recipes that include barley, brown rice, millet, quinoa, farro, freekeh, and more. All right, for music fans, we've got Beatles Get Back. This is sort of a book companion to the Peter Jackson series that's coming out on Disney Plus. As you can see, it's got photos, it's got basically a transcript of those tapes that have been discovered and remastered, and they're being played uncut, all about the Beatles and their making of the album Get Back. Beatles adjacent, we've got Paul McCartney, the lyrics. This is 2 volumes. Let's see if I can pull out one of them. This is A through K, and then we have L through Z. And this is just all about his songs, his songwriting methods. It's got lots of interesting photos, documents scanned in. So anyone who's a Paul McCartney fan, you may want to check this out. Okay, then we have Gender Swapped Fairy Tales by Carrie Franzman and Jonathan Plackett. Imagine a world where wicked stepfathers curse baby boys, where wolves wear heels and princesses race to rescue sleeping princes.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Then we have a book by Dr. Fauci called Expect the Unexpected, 10 Lessons on Truth, Service, and the Way Forward. It's from National Geographic Publishing. We have mobile applications development with Python in Kibbe framework. This is another, I believe, of our LSTA grant books. So if you're interested in developing mobile apps, check out that book. We have this book called It's Better to Be Feared by Seth Wickersham. It's New England Patriots Dynasty and the Pursuit of Greatness. So for our football fans out there.
It actually mentions our Alabama ex-quarterback, Mac Jones.
Oh, cool. I would say the Patriots have quite a few Alabama players that they've drafted over the years. And then we have Flying Blind, the 737 MAX Tragedy and the Fall of Boeing by Peter Robison. Vividly written and meticulously researched, Flying Blind is a story everyone, every consumer, every citizen, every worker in every industry needs to read. Peter Robison brilliantly places Boeing's deadly downfall within the larger tragedy of an American business culture that gradually has smashed every altar but the one where the bottom line is worshipped. That's a quote from Diana B. Henricks. Another of our LSTA grants, NFTs for Beginners. It's the simple guide for understanding non-fungible tokens and make money with new digital crypto art. Learn how to monetize them like Bitcoin. So if you've heard of NFTs, you want to know more about them, check out that book. We have a memoir from Tarana Burke called Unbound, My Story of Liberation and the Birth of the Me Too Movement. And finally, we have another LSTA grant book, A Guide to Film and TV Cosplay by Holly Swinyard. And if you're interested in this book, you also need to know about an event we have coming up on December 18th called Utopicon. It's being put on by the library for all ages. It's our own little geek con. Comics, fantasy, sci-fi, RPG, cosplay. If you're into any of that, kids, teens, adults, come out 10 to 3 on December 18th.
Awesome. And if you want to come by and check out books or put any of these on hold, go to our website, fairhopelibrary.org, and have a good holiday.
Bye.
Bye.